This is written, produced, directed, starring Emilio Estevez. It also stars Martin Sheen, Deborah Kara Unger, James Nesbitt, and Yorick van Wageningen. This film was released in Spain in November of last year, and it only came to a theater that was near me recently. And I took the opportunity to see it because I've heard great things about it. The story is of an American doctor played by Martin Sheen who goes to Saint Jean Pied de Port, France. Sure, I said that wrong. Because his son, Daniel, was killed in the Pyrenees in a storm while walking the way of St. James. And instead of going home, Martin Sheen decides to take his son's ashes and walk the way that his son had intended on doing. Along the way he meets a Dutchman who intends to lose weight, a woman who appears to want to stop smoking, and a Irish journalist who is looking for inspiration since he has writer's block. Along the way the intentions of all the characters becomes a little bit foggy, and some of them may be on the journey for other reasons than they think they are, and we learn to like or dislike each of them for our own reasons. This movie is a little over 2 hours, and I personally thought that it could have been cut down. There were some scenes that I didn't think were needed. I understand that people who do this walk have their own personal reasons. Some of them do it for religious reasons, others for other reasons, of course, and I respect that, but the film, for me personally, got a little bit too religious, and I'm not one to knock religion, but I would have preferred a little bit less of it. But besides that, this movie was very inspirational. It was a tremendous drama. I enjoyed watching it. Also, there was a certain scene kind of towards the beginning that involves Martin Sheen and the ashes of his son, and I felt like that scene either could have been cut or it should have been moved somewhere else in the movie, maybe later on, because there was an emotional response that the audience was, I think, supposed to get, but because it was a little early on in the movie, it was a little bit too early on for me to really get emotionally involved in the scene, and so in that sense I think it could have been just moved to have more of an effect. But besides these reasons, this is a great movie. I understand that this doesn't have the widest of releases, and so if you do not have the chance to see it in theaters, then a rental is great. But if you do have the chance to see it, then I would suggest a matinee. I am giving The Way 3.5 out of 5 stars. A great drama.